This is WCPO 9 News.
Thanks for joining us for WCPO 9 News. I'm Tanya O'Rourke. Here's a look at some of today's top stories. 20 years after he was killed by a police officer, Timothy Thomas was remembered Wednesday night in Cincinnati. Thomas's death led to days of unrest and ultimately an overhaul of how policing's done in Cincinnati. Many of those at tonight's memorial, that is, say more changes still needed. 5 people, including one teenager, are now charged in a series of shootings that left 4 people dead and several others wounded. The murders in Avondale, Fairmount, Westwood, and Millvale took place between the end of January and February 18th. They represent a third of all homicides in Cincinnati so far this year. Investigators say the shootings were part of a murder for hire scheme. It's expected the teenager who's charged will be bound over to adult court. Impaired driving arrests are way up in Ohio. The State Highway Patrol says in the first 3 months of the year, it arrested 5,600 people for OVI. That's nearly 1,000 more drivers than at this time last year. OSP says it's increasing enforcement and visibility, and it encourages anyone who sees a driver who seems to be impaired to dial pound 677. The demolition of the Millennium Hotel downtown took a big step forward today. Crews began taking down the northern part of the hotel using excavators to dig into the concrete. Elm Street is closed between 5th and 6th near the Duke Energy Convention Center to give crews room. The building can't be imploded because other buildings are just too close. The replacement hotel for the Millennium has not been named as of yet.
Hi there, Chief Meteorologist Steve Raleigh here, and as we look at the forecast, very mild for the morning. We do have a chance for a shower, but it's more likely for our afternoon. This is the map at about 3-4 o'clock, and it shows the cold front moving through, gusty winds, some thunderstorms, and some rain. So that means 1 or 2 for southeast Indiana and more like 5-6 for you folks outside of greater Cincinnati. 70 today, and then temperatures cool as we head to the weekend and going into next week.